Now I am privileged to introduce our next student speaker, Kelsey Witzgall from Xavier University.
Hello. As she said, my name is Kelsey Witzgall, and I am a senior at Xavier University. I think you're back there, right? So when I talk about feminism with people, especially people around my age, I hear a variety of comments. I hear the all too common women belong in the kitchen jokes. But I also hear people who agree with equal rights for women. However, when I ask them if they are feminists, they quickly tell me that they are not, because equal rights for women and feminism have two different connotations. Many people see feminists as extremely aggressive women who hate men and never shave their legs. But the definition of feminism is the theory of political, economic, and social equality of the sexes. However, being a feminist means something different to everyone, so it's hard to categorize. But just because there's a controversy over the definition of a word does not mean we should push aside the real issue. 2 years ago, mishandled sexual assault allegations and birth control controversy rocked my university. My roommate and I took a class called Women in American History right around the time of the controversies. Through taking that class and engaging in discussions about women's history and women's rights, we realized that it was time for a student group on campus that focused on feminism. Xavier has a women's center, but we felt that we needed student voices to speak out on women's issues both on and off campus. And so, just about a year ago, we began to form Students for Women's Progress. I'd like to share with you a couple of the events Students for Women's Progress has hosted. The first event we held was called a no-bake sale, where we sold hot chocolate. However, we charged men $1 and women 75 cents. And passed out educational information about income disparity. As it seems that you know, female workers earn about 20% less than male workers. Overall, students were receptive to the no-bake sale, except for one student who, as he was about to hand us his dollar, asked, "Is this the thing where men have to pay more than women?" When we told him that it was, he scoffed and said, "Well, that's bullshit," and quickly walked away. I had to restrain myself from shouting back, but if anything, his response made me more determined to continue to fight to raise awareness about women's rights. My favorite event that we have put on as a club is the Vagina Monologues. The Vagina Monologues is a play which focuses on the female experience and talks a lot about vaginas. My university had not performed the play in 10 years because of a controversy that occurred in 2003 over the performance. After the controversy over the play at our own university and a criticism of the 12 Catholic universities that were performing the monologues by the Cardinal Newman Society, they called us the Dirty Dozen. We were worried that too much negative attention would take away from the powerful experience of the play. So we worked with our faculty advisor, the university's communication director, and many other clubs and faculty members in order to put on a successful and meaningful performance. Leading up to the show, we hosted a week of events called V-Week in order to promote the Vagina Monologues and raise awareness about ending violence against women. After the performance, we held a panel composed of faculty and staff who talked about the importance of the Vagina Monologue and its place at a Jesuit university. One of the most rewarding things that happened after starting Students for Women's Progress was seeing the amount of people who care about women's issues. People from Xavier Students Against Sexual Assault, History Club, Marketing Club, Artists for Others, and Xavier's Performing Arts Group were all interested in helping out with V-Week and the Vagina Monologues. When I attended ISN Leader Summit this summer, I met many other leaders from other Jesuit universities who were passionate about women's rights and the way they affected so many other justice issues. We had awesome conversations about events, programs, and ideas that we could use on our campuses to promote women's rights. Lastly, I am proud of my own university for hiring a Title IX coordinator and setting up a Title IX advisory board on which I will serve. These will help make sure that the university is following the guidelines for sexual assault cases and discrimination based on sex or gender. I believe Students for Women's Progress has been important in addressing women's issues at Xavier and will continue to push our university to take initiative on women's rights issues. Thank you.